So you're not buying that house. You are considering renting your pad. Well, there's a couple things that, more than a couple things, we think you're probably forgetting to ask your landlord. Number one on the list is, and actually I'm going to say number one on our list, though these are in no particular order, is what is your policy about guests sleeping over? Interesting, that would be number one on your list, Craig. So here's the deal, folks. Oftentimes, you may have in your say you are newly dating someone or you're single, and you want potentially you started dating someone, you're going to have your girlfriend, your boyfriend, whatever, move in or stay multiple nights there. Just so you know, many of your leases are written with a provision that if they're there more than X number of nights, that you have to pay additional. So make sure you understand if you're in a situation where you may have guests or a guest stay over one or multiple nights, make sure you understand the fine print. Are you going to be charged for it? Is it in violation of your lease agreement, etc.? Number two, and this is a simple, can I paint? A lot of times we move in, you want to make the place your home. If you're going to be there a long time, can you paint? What are your options for any type of paint, changing? They're not going to let you do structural items, but can you paint the house? An obvious one here is on your lease is going to be, how do I get out of the lease? We understand and make sure, is there any, you think that possibly you could be relocated for work. You want to make sure you ask the questions up front. What happens? I've got a 1-year lease, and they shall show you in the lease, and maybe you have some language added to it, but what is going to happen if you, for some reason, need to get out of that lease? Do you understand it? Number 4, Craig, is are there any rules of the residence? In other words, like quiet time, at times where you can't be blasting your stereo, or in your case, Craig, doing your Jane Fonda workout at 2 a.m. in the morning. Oh, yeah. What are the rules of the residence associated with hours that you can be having the lights on and playing your drum sets? Number 6 is if you have a roommate, say you got a co-signer, you and someone else, which one is financially responsible in the event one leaves? So again, just like any contract, folks, the moral of the story is here, you got to read the fine print, but also ask your landlord. So if you need to customize it at all, you can. Make sure you get this information. Number 7, what about parking? How many cars can you have there? Where do you park? Can you park? Can you go parking? That's another story. Number 8, how much will it cost me to move in? Ask these questions up front before you decide on the lease, because there might be a provision in that lease where it's $100 to move in, $200, $300, $400. Number 9, what do you do if something goes wrong in the apartment? Toilets clogged, whatever it may be. Is that your responsibility? Theirs? Who do you call? How quickly do they respond?